Hi, this is Journey with the Carr. My name is Lisa Carr. I'm just going to talk a little bit about me retiring and the process for today. I retired back in December. December the 31st was my last official day working with the on the federal side. And I just want to share some of the process that I went through. It was kind of a very long process with just getting everything up and process with like the annuity side of it and just leaving. At first, I was really excited about retiring because my job had got really kind of on the stressful side and stuff. So when I got the opportunity to retire, I did. And first couple of weeks, I was really excited, but since it's been kind of a few months, it's done everything done kind of settled down, and now it's like, oh my, what am I gonna do with myself every day? So like I said on one of the other videos, I've been learning new things, tapping into the digital side of everything, and also getting back into the trucking side. But I do enjoy retirement most days, but a lot of days my mother and my family, someone has something for me to do. So I guess I can still say I have a full-time job. And I also see about my granddaughter. So with that being said, but let me get back to the retirement side. It takes some months before you can get all your annuity payments started. My advice to anyone, if you're thinking about retiring, you kind of start setting everything up. I tried to set mine up probably 6 months, but to be honest, I think a year would be even better than 6 months because the process is so slow. And once you get everything in the system on the federal side, it's a process that they go through to get you uploaded in the system. And it really truly takes months before you hear anything and months before you even get your first annuity check. So again, my advice is to start preparing like a year in advance so you can maybe have everything set in place. If you're trying to pay off some bills, you can have your bills paid off so you can be comfortable. Have you like maybe a 6 month to a year emergency fund set aside, and um, all those good things. But one good thing that I will say, I was able to keep my health insurance, my vision, my dental, the program that I left out on, which was the Vera program. I was able to keep all those necessary benefits that I think is required to survive in this day and age. Being able to keep your health insurance. If you're sick, you can go to the doctor. If you need to go to the dentist, you can go to the dentist. If you need to go get your eye exam, I was able to keep all that, and that was to me truly a blessing. So that was one other factor and decision that I was like, oh wow, I can keep all of this and retire and go home. Why not? So that's what I chose to do, and it was a blessing for me and my family for me to be able to come home and stuff. But some days it get to be a little like, okay, Lisa, what are you gonna do next? Because you don't really talk to anyone that you work with anymore. Everyone kind of go their own separate ways, and so some days you be a little, I guess, getting used to just a different lifestyle, not waking up early in the morning, because I used to get up super early, like super early. We would have to be to work startup time for 5:15, and if we had the pre-price, the early morning, we have to be there for 2:30. So I don't miss any of that part. But yeah, again, I tell people to just kind of start doing your research for whatever job field you're in, because with the on the federal side, it's truly a lengthy process. And my advice to anyone, do your own research. I'm not anyone advisor, but do your own research and take your time and figure out what process you want to go through and stuff. But for the beginning of it, you have to, with me, I had to do all my paperwork and submit everything to Washington, and they would send emails and kind of keep you updated on where you was in the process, or if anything was wrong on your paper, and you would have to email it back to them. But I'm enjoying it now more than I guess I initially was after the first maybe 3 months and stuff, because like I said, I've started this new YouTube page that it's almost like a challenge to me, because before I wasn't on any social media platforms, and just learning the ins and the outs is like, I was like, oh gee, Lisa, you're back in kindergarten, just having to learn all this process and stuff, because it's really a process. Me being in my 50s and not being on any social media platform was sort of daunting at first. I was like, gee whiz, I've really been living off the grid, but I'm conquering that as well. And like I said, I'm thinking about maybe getting back more onto the trucking side of everything, but we'll see how that'll work out and stuff. And just sitting outside, enjoying nature, like, that's a plus of being retired. Sitting outside, I get to come out and look at my garden and look at my blueberry bushes behind me, and look at my different plum trees and things that we planted across the years. I have a mayhog tree we planted last year and a lemon tree. So I really enjoyed that part of being outside and getting to breathe in fresh, clean air. But I just wanted to hop on here and tell everyone hello, and thank the people that's standing behind me and that's been subscribing and sharing and commenting on my page. I really appreciate that. And if you're retired, or if you're over 50, or no matter where you're at, if you're retiring and stuff, come join the journey with me. My channel is it's going to be youtube.com at Journey with the Carrs. And I'm going to try to put the link in the description as well. So if you want to follow the other videos, I have quite a few short videos. I think I have more shorts on my channel right now than I do long, because I got to get a little more comfortable being recorded. But all that's going to work out as well and stuff. But again, tomorrow I'm going to be able to go live for the first time on my channel. I think I have enough hours so I can go live, and I just recently started the channel, so kind of excited about that. But I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, Thread. I think it's maybe one more, but everything that I have is going to be at Journey with the Carrs, and you can follow me on those different platforms as well. So we'll be talking at a later date, and like I said, tomorrow I will go live on the channel. It'll probably be about 5 or 6 o'clock, but if you go to any of those platforms, I'll let you guys know what time I'll go live. And all I can tell everyone, to be blessed and be great.